Hello everyone. Today is Friday, May 4th. It's 3:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about 40 minutes before the regular session close. You can see my computer clock here, and then on my right is the time in sales, the EMini S&P currently trading at 2664.50. It's a great day for the auto trader today. First up is the DAX on the Super Renko 14 tick, and this one is probably the one with the $5,000 goal, and so it came just shy of our goal, traded into the US session. As you can see here, if I tighten up the equity curve, there was a fairly substantial drawdown off the open of about 1,300, so this really swung nearly $6,000 from the equity low of the day. But again, the DAX is a really volatile market, and it's a great market to trade. Certainly, this could be traded with a single contract, and I would look into this market. It's a very interesting market. There's great movement here. It works on many different charts and time frames. In this case today, it did really well, and there wasn't like a super amount of trades, but a fair amount of trades. But still, the potential in trading the DAX is really great. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 100-tick line break chart. This has a higher time frame filter of a Super Renko 8-tick, and the Super Renko 8-tick stayed long the entire session, and so we only took long trades here in the direction of the trend, and it looks like we hit our goal. We had some slippage. The goal on this one is 2,500, so pretty solid performance on the 100-tick line break chart. Okay, next up is the Dow on our 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart. I showed this yesterday for the very first time, and it did well again today. And this time it did exit based on the parabolic here. We had a close below the parabolic, and it was more than 17 bars, but we got filled on our limit order, a 13-tick pullback. And so this is really solid for the Dow EMini 1470 on a single trade. Okay, the NASDAQ on the Super Renko 10-tick delivering a solid performance again today. The goal on this one is 1,500, so we definitely hit our goal, and we had one tick of slippage. This starts trading pre-market, actually starts trading at the London session, so it hit its goal by shortly after the opening of the US session. Okay, the EMini S&P on a 1-minute chart, doing good again today. We had two long trades here, so this did 1275 for the day. The goal on this chart is 2,000, so shy of our goal. We didn't get filled here on our limit order and have a loser because we're canceling the limit order after 3 bars. So that's probably why we did not get filled. So all in all, very good for the 1-minute chart on the EMini S&P. Okay, next is the NASDAQ on a regular 10 Renko chart, and this has been doing well. However, we did have a drawdown of about $900 or $450 per contract off the open of the US session, and then we came back. There was a big move to the upside in the financial markets today, so we got it was a little mixed up in the early going, and so we took a couple of whipsaws here and then recovered and went in the direction of the trend. And this did 1265 for the day. Our goal was 2,000. Okay, the EMini S&P on a 987 tick line break chart. This did 1325 for the day. Our goal on this is 1,300, so we had positive slippage. Just to give you an idea of the magnitude of this move, the low on this chart here is approximately 2612.50 or so, and the market rallied to 2670, so that's 60 or 70 points, which is almost 300 ticks in the EMini S&P. Okay, the EMini S&P Super Renko 4 tick hit its goal of 1,000, had 2 ticks slippage Here's the template for this, and here's our daily goal. And you can kind of see the trades here. We had a minor drawdown of about $75 per contract, and this was done trading long before the rally. Really done trading in about, looks like 10 minutes in the market. It starts trading at 8 p.m. in the morning, and it was done by 8:36, so 36 minutes. Now in a smaller time frame, this took advantage of early going volatility. Okay, the mid cap on the Super Renko 10 tick taking advantage of the sharp move to the upside, and this hit its goal of 1,000, had 2 ticks of slippage. Okay, a modest gain in the crude of 360. We drew down about 250, but came back and finished at 360 for the day on 2 contracts. Okay, the EMini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick with a higher time frame filter of a Super Renko 6 tick. This probably hit its goal of 1,050 and had 1 tick of positive slippage. Very minor drawdown here, about $75, so just a couple of ticks per contract. And then this is using our higher time frame filter, so when the market began to rally, it took trades only to the long side and hit its goal by the 11 o'clock hour. Okay, the EMini S&P and a Super Renko 6 tick, using our line break logic, that starts trading at 12:30 noon. This hit its goal on a single trade in this segment here and had 1 tick of slippage. Okay, the EMini S&P on a Super Renko 2 tick with the higher time frame filter of a Super Renko 6 tick has probably been featured every day this week. This has been phenomenally consistent, and today it hit its goal again. It had a tick of slippage per contract when we hit our market order when it hit its goal. So this chart has had exceptionally great performance this week. Not only this week, but it's been consistent across the board, but this week in particular, I think it showed on our videos every day this week. Okay, the DAX on a 150 Heikin-Ashi chart drew down about $900 or $450 a contract, and then came back with a couple of nice trades here to finish at 687.50, so a modest gain for the DAX. Similar story on the DAX Super Renko 14 tick. Drew down about $500 and then came back late in the session to finish at 437.50 on 2 contracts. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.